Welcome to this week's bargain of the week. I am going to talk to you about essential oils because everybody talks about essential oils. But also essential oils that are affordable, but that you can trust, because that's a big deal. So you guys have probably heard everything there is about, argan oil is like, what? Everybody, coconut oil, dear God. If someone tells me one more time when I have a problem to put coconut oil on it, I'm gonna be like, coconut oil won't get rid of my zit, thank you. Coconut oil will not make my lashes grow longer, thank you. I've tried it, I know it doesn't, it just makes grease and gets in your eyes. Anyway, okay, so two oils that you probably, if you haven't heard of, you will be hearing a lot about, but they've been very popular lately. And the first one is marula oil. And I can't say it fast. Marula oil is from South Africa. So it comes from a kernel or a nut. And it is definitely, something that is harvested, extracted for skincare. Women in Africa have been using it for probably centuries. It's basically, like this is the color of it. This, doesn't really have a scent. It can also be used in cooking and food preservation. And I know that there is a difference between where it comes from, whether it's extracted from the actual kernel or the seed part. So I don't think you should just go and cook with marula oil that you bought off the shelf at Whole Foods in the beauty aisle. So just let you know that. But it's been, a variety of uses in many cultures. And I read that even women, when water was scarce, they would wash with marula oil instead of water. It's a very high linoleic, it has a high fatty acid content. So that's why it's so good for the skin, and it has, aminos and other things that are really, really good for skincare. The other thing that I love about it is that it's not reactive. So it's not going to break me out, or, it has no controversy. Like, I'm not slapping mineral oil all over my face. And then people are going to be like, you are crazy, because, the molecule content of that is so different and you have to wash it off and blah, blah, blah. So marula oil is something that just about anyone can use in their skincare, as far as I know. And what I wanted to share with you is this particular one is by Acure. And this is a organic, natural company sold in a lot of health food stores. You've seen it in Target. You've seen it probably in your Whole Foods. You can get it on Amazon. This marula oil, the reason I picked it is it's a wild-crafted, organic source that is actually being crafted and harvested, how many times can I say those two words, by women in South Africa that are actually being paid for their work. So this is an empowerment program that Acure supports that employs these women versus taking advantage. So you always have to be careful of that. So I have used this for a long time, and it was one of you during my troubled skin routine, full coverage routine, that said you use marula oil with, this is my other oil I'm going to talk about, tamanu oil. Don't know if I'm saying it right. And I'm like, I do that too, and I hadn't been doing it. So what I do is about 2 squirts of this in my palm with 1 of this, because this one is sticky and smelly. And then I rub them together, and then I just kind of go in my little rosacea areas, like not every day, but just about every day, and not like twice a day, just once a day. It doesn't matter if it's at night or in the morning. It's kind of like if I'm not wearing makeup that day, maybe I'll do it. If I have a lot of time before bed, I'll do it, because I like my oils to kind of sink into my skin before I slap them all over my face and sleep. So anyhow, so this is from a fruit. This is from Vietnam. the tamanu tree, and it has also been around for a long time in those parts in terms of where they are, you know, where it is locally sourced. People eat it, people use it on their skin. It's a biofuel. Wait, do people eat this one? I think they do, but it's also being used as a biofuel. It was used in World War II. So when you see it and people are like, oh my God, that is used in industry. You can't use that. It's like petroleum. Well, no, it's being used as a biofuel because it is a very sustainable, environmentally friendly source. So it doesn't pollute, and it's, yeah. So it is not like something bad. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so this one I got, this is the Oracacia brand. I actually found this maybe at Fred Meyer, but that's basically just a grocery store, and this was in the natural section. I purchased this one because, one, it's organic. Two, here's the thing I want you to look at, is look at the labels of the oils you buy. If your essential oil is, you know, boasting certain properties, and then you look at the label and the first label is like jojoba or grapeseed oil, or, you know, just some other kind of filler, then, you know, pass. Because what you want is you want the pure stuff. You don't want something that's been diluted with other oils. Not that those oils are bad, it's just that, you know, if you're buying marula oil, buy marula oil. Okay. So the reason I got it is, one, it has no other ingredients. Let me show you what I mean about the color and consistency. Okay, so a little goes a long way. It's green and it smells tangy. But it's just, yeah, it's like really, so it might not work for you. I understand. It smells kind of nutty. Yeah, it smells like when you crack open a walnut or take a bite out of a walnut. That's what it smells like. Anyway, but you can kind of smell it on your skin afterwards, and then it fades. So I feel like the combination of these two is giving my skin the antioxidants and the fatty acids it needs without introducing other ingredients that might irritate. Because for me, essential oils, when they're marketed and put together by a lot of beauty companies, they have spearmint, lavender, rosemary, you know, other ingredients in there that are triggers for my rosacea. And usually they're very expensive. So I have just been doing my own research on oils that work for my skin, trying to find them that are affordable as well as responsibly sourced. I don't want to just buy any old random oil that I don't know the origin of it. I don't know how the workers were treated that harvested it. Is it damaging? Is that crop damaging some other ecosystem? You know, all that stuff that now we have to worry about. So there you go. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. I bought this, I want to say on like beauty.com, but it's also available at Sephora. This is marula oil from the Leaky Collection, pure marula oil from East Africa. This is like, you know, the real deal. I paid $70 for this bottle. I do appreciate that the glass is tinted. I keep this out of direct sunlight, you know, as a precaution, but you don't have to pay $70 for marula oil. Just to let you know. I don't see any difference with this versus this that I'm using. So just wanted to point that out. Yeah, so I hope this is helpful. I'll leave different links of places where you can buy this online if you haven't seen it in stores near you, if that's not something you're able to find. But, you know, be your own kind of detective and quality control when you're looking for essential oils, and don't feel like you have to pay a ton of money. Okay, so there you go. So there's your bargain of the week. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting my channel and this series. I'm so glad you guys like it, and I will see you next time. Bye.